Welcome to the MorrowMarriage podcast, where it is real, raw, uncensored, and anointed. All right, guys, today I have got a good one for you. Tell me so I can change.
So when you dated your husband in the beginning, did you ever answer the door with your hair all crazy?
Hey, it's the MorrowMarriage podcast. Today I have a good one for you. You react, so you repeat your cycle. I'm Cass.
And I'm Kathryn.
Today we want to talk about the nice guys, covert contracts, and why it's killing your marriage. How to help someone who's sitting in their pain. And we can talk about people in general. And today I want to talk about money and how it's not the problem. Because guys, you can't solve problems if people are presenting fake shit.
We're MorrowMarriage.
Let's flip divorce statistics with the new marriage.
I had a man this week on a phone call. He so excitedly jumping into the program. But the last thing he said on the call was, he was telling me a story about how he would just say to his wife, just tell me what you need. Tell me what you want. Tell me what I can do, and I'll change anything for you.
Ooh.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Oh my God.
I don't know where you were gonna. I don't know where you were gonna go with this, as always.
She's reminding me.
But he used to say, "What do you want? Tell me what you need. Tell me what you want." And I was so far gone that I was like, I don't know.
Well, I think there's another step first. Let's talk about a few things. So the very first thing, when you ask your partner, this goes both ways. What is it that you need? Listen, that's not a natural connection, right? Think about this.
No, the only reason that you say, what is it that you need, is because your partner's not getting what they need because something is happening.
Something is happening here. Listen, so you have to think, like, in the beginning, yes, you talk about things that you like and things that you need, and you do some clarifying questions and, how many kids you want, how much sex you like, whatever. Okay?
But you're checking off all the boxes. You're like, yeah, this is what I need. You give me everything I need. Yes, you're ticking off all my boxes.
It already feels good for both of you. So by the time there's issues, heartache, pain, trauma, wounds, you can't ask that of your partner, because first and foremost, they want you to be naturally connecting with them, right? Have you ever heard somebody say to you, maybe your partner said it to you, I shouldn't have to tell you. And we as a society go, oh, that's high school bullshit. No, it's because deep down, everybody just wants to feel connected. Mm-hmm. That's it. They don't want to have to say, well, this is what I need. This is what I need. This is what I need. And then hopefully my needs are met. No, they just want you to meet their needs, because inherently people are selfish that way. It's just the way it goes. And when you do this right, you're entitled to have your needs met. Okay. So if we know we can't ask that, what does that do? That tells if you're a man asking a woman, she feels like she's your mother. She has to tell you she's your boss. She's your leader. If it's the other way around, it's the same thing, right? Well, we don't like that as people, because go back to point one, where you want to connect. Okay.
You want to feel understood and heard, and you want someone to sacrifice for you. And sacrifice gets a bad rap. It doesn't necessarily need to have a negative connotation. Sacrifice just means you're giving up part of yourself for somebody else. That should be satisfying. Should not feel negative. But we want someone that wants to sacrifice, that wants to lay their life down for us. Not physically. Physically, yes, I would hope that my husband would take a bullet for me.
Absolutely.
The same way I would take a bullet for my children. But there's that hierarchy. How many men are going to say, I hope my wife takes a bullet for me? We're going off on a tangent. but everybody wants to feel heard and understood. I was going in my mind this whole, like, women want to be leaders and women want it, which you can be, but you want your husband to take a bullet for you, right? You don't want to take a bullet for your husband. Well, just food for thought. But yeah, I think that when we feel heard, when we feel understood, then we feel like it's not about the void of having your needs met. It's about feeling understood and connected. Like you said connected.
Now, hold on. Think about what she's saying right now. Tell me so I can change. You think, oh, that's great. Kathryn was just talking about feeling heard, feeling understood. Yeah, but the thing is, she's already done this, or he's already done this. You guys have fought back and forth about your own needs and have felt so undervalued for so long that you might think that if you get the instructions, don't yell. You said if you don't yell, you'd love me again. She should feel heard, right? I stopped yelling. That's not it, because it goes back to
eventually he stopped yelling.
Eventually. But see, then it goes back to what Kathryn was starting to talk about. By the time she's checked out, or he's checked out, okay, by the time either one of you is sabotaging with your coping mechanisms, with porn, alcohol, whatever, working late, whatever, phone, okay? By that time, almost everybody has forgotten all the things that they were not seen or heard for, that were not understood for. So it says, they say, don't yell, but really they're not, they're what they mean to say is, I want to have fun again. I want to trust that the yelling won't come back.
And they might not know. So tell me so I can change. You know, this is a good example because I used to say, stop yelling. I'd love you more if you yelled, or I'd love you. I'd want you more if you didn't yell at me, if you didn't call me names.
Mhm.
But it went so far that when he stopped yelling, and he was like, well, tell me what I need to do. And I'll change it. Like, you told me not to yell. And I was like, I don't know. Because some people don't know. What I want is fun. What I want is passion. What are the steps to get there? I don't know.
That's exactly it. And so again, now goes back to what we were talking about earlier, where now you're being told what to do. And here's the inherent problem with it. If your partner thinks they're changing, that you're changing for them, okay, and they already are frustrated, okay, they already don't believe you, they already don't have any value in and respect in your integrity of follow through, then why would they believe that the changes are going to last?
They won't.
They won't, because you're changing for someone else. Okay. This is called first order change or second order change. So first order change, tell me what you should do. If you tell me not to yell, then it's going to work. And so I deep down, I mean it. I want to help. I want to stop yelling and I want to do it right. But second order changes, I should just know, like Kathryn just slipped it in there. You need to find out the steps, because when I know that she just wants fun, laughter, adventure, trusting the peace in the home, all of these things, because I want those things too. I don't need to be told. Then she can rely on me. She can trust that it's real. We know the changes are more than likely going to last, guys. And it doesn't matter what we're talking about. If you ever bought your partner a gym membership because you felt like they were overweight, that doesn't make them want to change. But maybe if you decide it's important for you and you decide to just stop drinking, eat right, start working out, eventually what do we see? Inspiration leads to, but if they said, what can you do? You said you should go to the gym. Well, it's not what they fucking want to do. Otherwise they'd already be going to the gym. Okay. So you have to inspire and lead. And then your partner, go back to what I said earlier, won't feel like, a wife looking down on her child, or a husband looking down on his child, because this is a grown-up making a decision. Right?
Yes. I want to add something.
Please.
So this whole first order versus second order change.
Mhm.
Obviously, second order change, the way he describes it, is better. It's something that's coming intrinsically. It's an internal motivation to make a change because of something that you desire.
Mhm.
I don't want to undervalue first order change. Remember when you were a child and your parents made you clean your room? Did you want to clean your room?
Mhm.
No, I used to fight tooth and nail because I did not want to clean my room and I didn't care if my room was clean. I liked
Mhm.
having my stuff everywhere. You don't care when you're a kid. But when you go through the motions and you do what somebody else wants, you have values that get instilled in you. Now, I'm still a messy person, but I clean up after myself. I clean up after my kids. My husband's pretty good, but I clean up after my husband. We all do that, right? And that happened because of the first order change that was instilled in me as a child. So if your wife wants you to do something like work out, or because health is important, or quit smoking, or work less because she wants to spend more time with you, and you don't want to do any of those things, and you do them anyway, it's okay to start there and to start to implement those behaviors, because those behaviors will become habits, and those habits could turn into values that you have as well.
The only thing you have to understand, though, is it's not that I disagree, honey. I think it's all very, very valuable. But
You can disagree if you want to, but
it's not that I disagree,
you'll be
because it's true. It's true, but you're going to take way longer.
you
If
will.
They had to tell you, and now you're getting these values. And yep, I'll give you a really good example, guys. I realized on my own that I wanted joy. Whoa, we're fighting every 3 days. That's the exact story that I tell you. My clicking moment, okay? Whoa, we're fighting every 3 days. This is so cool. She said it's not normal. And I was like, what? Okay. I clicked on my own. So that's a second order change. Okay. But by the time that had happened, it had already been years of me
It was too
asking
long.
her and me not following through. You see? So I had to be consistent in the second order change now. And that had to tie with all the second order changes. And then sure, she might be able to help me with some new stuff now because now we're more of a partnership. You see?
So if you suck at first order change, then you better get to second really quick.
Yeah.
That's what I heard there.
Yeah, most people
If you're
do.
good at first order change because you actually are reflecting a little bit more. He wasn't in the reflecting stage back then. So yeah, if you suck at first order stage, it's going to take you 5 years. Listen to what he's saying. If you feel like you can do what your partner wants, do it at an okay level, then do it, and it will start to inspire values in yourself.
Awesome. All right, guys. See you next time.